back for another session in day 17 of Force Fetch with Liesel. You can see we switched locations and I've got a couple obstacles behind me. That's because today I feel like it's a good time to introduce the retrieve over obstacle, the box over obstacle, which in the VGP is commonly referred to as fox in the box. So I've got kind of my starter box, which is just a big trunk that's been cut off, and then our actual regulation size box that's almost 3 feet tall that the dog has to jump into. There are lots of different ways you can construct these. You can use natural limbs to build something. I just happen to use railroad ties because they were on the property when we bought it and it was free and easy to throw them together. But I like starting with the starter log first. So in the VGP, in this subject, the dog will be sent. You get one command, send them for the retrieve. They should leap over the obstacle, pick up the game, which will either be a fox or a raccoon, whichever you bring from home, and then bring it back, sit, and deliver it nicely to you. When I'm starting young dogs on this, I prefer starting with a rabbit. Just it's smaller, it's easier for him to get comfortable with leaping up over the height of these obstacles. So if I need to too, I'll encourage them a lot, but let's start with Liesel on the easier log. All right, come here. Sit. Use game they've already retrieved that you know that they like. Sit. Stay. I like to walk it over. Sometimes I'll physically put my feet on it just to get the hint across that they need to go up and over. Make sure they're looking when you drop it, and then go back to send them. All right, sit up. Yes, good girl. Good. Good dog. Drop. All right, stay with the smaller obstacle as long as you need to, but since she did that clearly, easily, I'm gonna go ahead and set her up for the big one. Sit. Stay. I like to really exaggerate my movement so it's clear to the dog they have to go up and over. They're not going to find a way around. Make it super obvious when I drop it that it's inside. And I'm going to go ahead and send her. If she tries to run around the box and find another way, I'm going to redirect her attention and then even just pat the top log if I need to make sure she understands she's got to get up and over. Good girl. Good. Good dog. Drop. All right, she went ahead and nicely jumped. I'll be honest, I've played with this a little bit with her in right before hunting season with dummies, so she's comfortable jumping. If your dog isn't, be prepared to just come back almost like you're loading up for the pickup. Just encourage them with a, here pup, right here. Get them up and then over. The one issue she did have with that is once she got in the box, she was sniffing some other stuff. She didn't grab the rabbit right away. So you saw I took a step toward her. I was ready to give a harsh, verbal command, or even if you have to, get in the box with them to get them to pick it up. But make sure they're successful. All right, I'm gonna do it again just because a lot of times quick repetition really solidifies things in their mind. Liesel, ready? Stay. Got her attention. In the box. Exaggerated drop. And now a send. Fetch. Good girl. Very nice. Good dog. Good. Drop. Good job. Come here. Liesel. Sit. Normally I'd probably call it a day there, but since I've got this pheasant thawed, I'm going to use it real quick too. Want her to know whatever I put in there, she's got to go get. I'll show it to her. Good. Stay. Yep. Sit. 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 Struggling with sit. Don't let them get away with that. Make them listen to every command. All right, ready? Fetch. Yes. Good girl. Good. Good All right, you might notice I'm really close to the box as I'm sending her. That's on purpose. I don't want her to think about any distractions and running around the box or anything like that. So I'm getting her started to succeed. On test day, you'll have to be back at least the 5 meters. So as we continue training with this, I'll back up further and further. But for now, I just want to show you a quick introduction to yet another VGP subject. That was really nice. So I think we're pretty much done for today. The only thing I want to do now is I just want to review that Stillborn, that independent forest search again. So I'm going to go put Liesel away. I'm going to go place the rabbit and the pheasant out in the woods, and then I'll bring her back out to do searches for those. So she'll kind of get her blind retrieving in for the day. And even though we don't have the opportunity to do water work here in February, it's not going to be part of this force fetch training program. This is an awesome way to start preparing them for duck searches for this coming summer. All right, so we'll stop it for now. We'll be back shortly.